I know. I get it. I look like the bitch who cried trauma. These glasses, this haircut, these pants. I know I look like someone who saw one TikTok about attachment styles and then just decided to make a podcast about celebrity dog psychology. But I'm really not that person. I think the word trauma is overused. Because if we're using the same word to describe actual abuse as that time your soccer coach didn't use the compliment sandwich, that's not just like a slippery slope, that's a slip and slide, baby. Yeah, so I think we need a standard, right? We need. This is my best attempt to come up with one. If you would have rather had actual head trauma than what happened to you, like actual a brain injury, then you can call it trauma. This is the kind of trauma I'm talking about. I knew a girl in high school, her name was Kelly. And Kelly fell off her horse named Moose. She hit her head, and her personality changed from Trump supporter to nice person. That's the kind of brain injury I'm talking about, okay? Anything less than that, that's an anecdote. It's okay. We all have them. Anecdotes are great, they make the world go round, not trauma. Okay. Me, personally, this is just kind of like a personal opinion. I'm done with the moralizing part of my set. That was the first bit. But this is just like my personal thing. I don't think I could ever be a part of an orgy. Had to turn down a few invites, actually. I mean, I would love to be included. Make some memories to reflect back on, intimacy with friends is one of my favorite things, but I just feel like the planning would be a nightmare and it would break me. I just imagine making the group chat, right? What are the odds that 8 of your hottest acquaintances are all free on the same night? Slim to none. Okay, so I send out the starting text. I'm like, hey guys, I was just thinking it would be cool if we all had sex with each other. Call me crazy, yeah, so let's settle on a date. When are you all free? And at first there'd be silence, and then 3 hours later, during which time I will have knit 4 sweaters, someone will reply and they'll be like, hey, so good to hear from you. Tuesdays and Thursdays I have rock climbing in the city, so that's a no for me, but I think any other day I can make work. Of course, they'd have an Android, so that's starting a whole new group chat. And over the next couple of days, everyone would filter in with their availability, and I'd try to find something. I'd say, okay, it looks like the only night that we are all free is Monday, so how about the 25th? You'd think that'd be the end of it. And then some asshole who didn't respond to the text in the first place says the 25th doesn't work for him. And now we have to make a group a doodle poll, Henry. Are you happy? Christ. I mean, even if it was an impromptu thing, you still have to ask, my place or yours? Or yours, or yours, or yours, or yours. And who wants to host? I mean, the cleanup is a nightmare. So everyone's sitting around, looking at their toes, twiddling their thumbs, waiting to free ride on someone else's dining room table. Making up lame excuses like, I got bugs! what kind of bugs? Yeah, I spilled juice like a week ago and all my surfaces are sticky. And I don't have a mop. This is the orgy crowd, people. These are the people who say yes to an orgy. And so I, out of just embarrassment or just discomfort with silence, I'll be like, well, I'd have to roll up the rug and move the plants, and we'd have to put up the gate for whiskers. But I think I could do it. I can host. I want to host. Don't take this away from me too. I think the prep would be fine. 1 bottle of lube or 2, other 2 just in case. I'll keep the receipt. Making the playlist. Probably a lot of Mac DeMarco for this crowd. Roll out the tarp. Yeah, and then everyone would get there, it'd be fun, you know, they'd come and they'd, you know, kind of socialize in a small circle, and I'm, you know, setting up the refreshments, and no one's really offering to help me out, but that's fine, you know, that's just part of being a host. And you know, sometimes it's better to be self-sufficient, right? Yeah! Because the moment that you try to count on anyone else, you'll be disappointed.
Real.
Henry? You didn't bring the butt plug? But you said you would bring one on the e-fight. What do you think? This is some kind of joke? I don't really think that it's that big of a deal that Henry didn't bring the butt plug. I mean, we have like 80 fingers between all of us, so I think we can make do. So what, are you saying you want to kick me out of the orgy? Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're saying to me right now? No, I just think like maybe you could be a little more chill. There wouldn't even be an orgy without me. Doing the invisible labor of the party planet. Well, I mean, Theresa, you've done a great job. I mean, you have gone above and beyond. It really wasn't necessary. I mean, the Fiji water was a nice touch, but no one's touching that charcuterie board. And she's right. No one touched my charcuterie board. Not my salami. Not my cheddar. Not my brie! And I just know at this point I probably start crying, and that's a turn off for most people. So for the good of the orgy, I would leave. I'd go, and I'd sit outside, flicking my little pinwheel. Biding my time until I can finally be alone. And then I'll masturbate until my knees go numb.